Open Air Sacramento. Welcome, more specifically, to Drake's at the Barn in West Sacramento on Sunday, May 25th, Memorial Day weekend. So you're all coming our way in the Sacramento region. Now, the area around the barn on the 25th is going to be a hot mess. And that's why I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible. More on that urgency later in the video, why it's going to be a hot mess. Welcome to Sippy Cup Adventures. We're a niche travel channel about travel in Northern California, but we also do a little off-ramp, so to say, of Anjuna content. Anjuna events that are happening in Northern California, such as Open Air. And we have content on the Weekender, but we're not going there. No Weekender. I digress. But at the filming of this video, we don't know quite yet who the artists are going to be. Now, pre-ticket sales go on sale Wednesday the 19th, a couple days from now, depending on when this is filmed, at 10 a.m. And general admission ticket sales go on sale the next day, Thursday the 20th. So for pre-ticket sales, visit this link. And for general admission ticket sales, visit this link. And I'll have links down in the bottom in the description. But for an idea of who may be making it, what artists are coming, just look up the lineup for Lightning in a Bottle that's happening just down Highway 99 in Bakersfield 2 days prior. That may lend into who's coming. I honestly don't know. I'm just saying. In this video, I'm just going to copy and paste information from the video you see going on in the background. I did a video leading up to Burr at the Barn, which happened back on December 29th at Drake's. Fabulous event with Marsh and Shingo and Yodo. What an event that was. But since I'm in a bit of a time crunch, I'm just going to copy and paste some footage from that video. So if you saw that video, it may look repetitive. But we're going to talk about hotels in the area, parking, and what to expect from the venue itself, and is VIP worth it? Also, for hotels in this video, we'll give you the best recommendation. But for all other hotels, I'm going to leave a video again down in the description. You can see it's going on in the background right here, and up here, but don't go there just yet. We did a video on hotel stays in Sacramento, and we took a deep dive. So again, if you want more information on hotels, watch that video down in the description. And so for those who watched our Burr at the Barn video, know that I had issues with the audio. You see Joseph here. He's the community and events manager at the barn. Had him mic'd up, but the volume didn't work. I needed Patty's help. She wasn't there. Well, we do have Joseph in this video, so stay tuned for that. Okay, why the urgency? Why is it going to be a hot mess? Well, the A's, the Sacramento A's, don't call them Oakland A's anymore. They have a home game that day against the Philadelphia Phillies, and that's a big draw. Yeah, at 1 o'clock, the Phillies are playing the A's. So it's a new season for the A's in Sacramento, and we don't know what kind of impact really it's going to have on West Sacramento in the area where the barn is at, right? And also the stadium only holds 14,000 people, so it's not like Oracle Park where the Giants play. Is it Oracle? Yeah, Oracle Park, 35, 40,000 people. So it's only 14,000 people, but the Phillies are a big draw. So I'm imagining there's going to be hotel rooms taken up. So that's why we want to get this video out now. And traffic is going to be a nightmare. But again, we're going to talk about parking in this video. But the Burr at the Barn back in December, there was no A's games, right? So there was overflow parking at Sutter Health Ballpark. There's going to be a lot of people there. So again, I just feel a little bit of an urgency if you want to get a hotel. Now, the event is Open Air is likely to be over by 10. And Monday's a holiday, Memorial Day, right? And it's my 60th birthday on Memorial Day. Yeah, happy birthday to me, right? So our main recommendation, our number one recommendation, is the Embassy Suites in Sacramento. Now you could just walk across the iconic Tower Bridge, and it's a 13-minute walk as you'll walk along, make a left and walk along the trails to the barn. Now as of February 18th, I went to the Embassy Suites website and saw that they have 17 rooms available. They end up selling out, then watch our Sacramento hotel videos down in the description for other ideas. You know, that day on October 25th for open air, it's going to be a madhouse with the A's playing. And you don't quite know the impact yet because the A's games haven't started yet, right? So, I mean, as far as the parking, because we're at the barn, you had overflow parking at Sutter Health Ballpark, but there was no A's games going on. So what can you talk about? What do you think about parking and people just getting to the barn?
Yeah, it's lucky enough that the A's game is before the show. The A's game starts at 1 o'clock and doors open at 4 o'clock here at the barn. I was able to confirm that with my partner and the Anjunadeep team.
Okay.
So I don't think the impact will be too bad. There may be kind of a transition flow where some people are leaving while some people come in. But also too, we'll be deep in the season. It'll be Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people will be all over the state doing other things as well. So again, as always, for any event, regardless if there's an A's game or not, we definitely recommend, ride sharing. We want to make sure people have a good time, come out here, drink, eat, and get home safely as well. But I don't see a crazy impact occurring with the A's game starting earlier that day, which is great news for us, which means by the time our doors are opening, it should be bottom of the ninth at the A's game. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you make a good point about it because I was thinking like this was going to be a 2 o'clock start, but but you insinuated it might be a 4 or 5 o'clock start. You're right. The A's game may be over, so it may not be that much of an impact to begin with. So,
Right.
Listen, Bert the Bar was awesome, man. It was great. Anything? Do you guys are there at Drake's going to do anything differently from Burr at the Barn?
Well, it will be about 50 degrees warmer,
Yeah.
probably. I mean, that's out of our control. But yeah, we're working with a few different activations and partners this year. We may have more vendor activations for people to kind of explore the space and explore other partners in the community, from beverage side to possibly cannabis side to artisans and craft makers. The Anjunadeep Open Air always has a type of decor aspect to its event, especially the stage designs. The stage design, we're working on hopefully having it be a little bit different than we've normally done. But it's status quo here. We have a great formula over here, doing it underneath the structure, shooting off to towards the river. It's a great look. Last year on our kickoff of the year, we had Duke Dumont. And it really kicked off. The weather was great. It was summertime. It really encompassed the idea of a true Sacramento summer. So it was a great time. So we hope that a little bit different than Burr the Barn. Burr the Barn's a little bit colder, so fur coats and stuff like that. But on the flip side of this, we're talking about beginning of the summer. Short shorts, tank tops, sandals, that type of vibe.
Well, no one wants me wearing short shorts, but I get the point.
I'm sure somebody does. Trust me.
Hey, so what about bottle service? How'd that work at Bird the Barn? Is something you can expand on for open air?
Yeah, so open air will have table service. When we announce the tickets live tomorrow, there will be some contact information on there in regards who to reach out to about table service. So we have a couple of table options that will be available, as well as just normal walk up, general admission, VIP. But there will be table as well. We'll have bottle service. When you see our launch post tomorrow about tickets going live, you'll have some information in there for sure. It seems like Anjunadeep is doing a capital run with their open air because they only announced Washington D.C. and Sacramento, to the capital cities of our nation and probably the entertainment mecca of the world in California. So it's kind of cool to be a part of it. They run great programming, great marketing, great branding, great curation with these style of events. So we're excited to be a part of it.
Thank you, Joseph. So to recap the info about the A's and Phillies game, it starts at 1:05 p.m. It should end around 3:30-ish, and the barn will open its doors at 4. And Joseph mentioned to get that rideshare before the end of the A's game because the cost will be cheaper and there'll be more rideshare vehicles available. Once the A's game ends, prices shoot up. It's something just to keep in mind. Now, for those of you planning on driving to open air at the barn, let's discuss parking. I don't think they're going to be staying in a hotel as much, so they're not going to ride share to this event, and you're not going to certainly ride share from the Bay Area. So parking's important. What you're going to want to do is download the Park mobile app. Now you get the first 2 hours are free, but you still have to register. And then after the 2 free hours, you're going to have to pay. And you do have to pay for parking until 10 p.m. So basically the entirety of the concert, you get the first 2 hours free. So Joseph is here is explaining there's parking all the way to the right and all the way under the 50 overpass that you see. So there's plenty of parking there, including a bigger parking lot just around the corner that I'm going to show you right now. Yeah, so in addition to street parking, here's the main parking lot that they offer. It's the 5th and Bridge lot seen right here. You can see this is a new residential area across from Drake's, and you can park on the street there. It's not zoned for residents only. They have their own parking, so it's okay to park there. Personally, I'm not going to choose to park there. I mean, this is a safe area, but who knows? Maybe get some pissed off residents or like, you know what? They're always taking our parking spots. I don't know. I would park on the street away or in the parking lot. So that's just me. And if you're staying at a local hotel, you could use a scooter. You can see that they have Lime scooters here. They have Lyft scooters, and they have Bird. And to order Bird, you've got to go to the Lyft app. But that's always an option as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick rundown on hotels. Like I said, I've got my Sacramento hotels video down in the description, but if you don't want to spend 36 minutes to watch it, let's just do this quick rundown. Here's Drake's right here, right? And we talked about the Embassy Suites already. There it is, right there. If you want a more budget-friendly hotel option, then in West Sacramento, you've got the Home to Suites right here. Home to Suites, it's walking distance to the barn, as well as other budget hotels on the other side of 80. Right over here, the Spring Hill, the Hampton Inn, and the extended stay. Here's I-80 right here. But as far as budget hotels where you want to stay away from, again, here's the barn, here's Sutter Health Park, where the A's game's going to be. You want to avoid this area. You can see how cheap the hotels are. This is Jaboom Street and Richards Boulevard. Okay, so these Motel 6s, Crossroads, La Quinta, it's kind of a rougher area. There's known prostitution, homelessness, and drug activity. So stay away from there. Then you get into downtown. You've got the Holiday Inn right here, and the Vagabond Inn down here. And you get a little bit more swanky with the Kipton Sawyer, which we've stayed at, with a nice pool on the 3rd floor. This is all residential. Anyways, there's more of the nicer hotels. Hyatt Centric. This is Doco, Gold One Center, home of the Kings. And as much as I root for the Kings and hope to make the playoffs, if they are fortunate to make the playoffs, they likely aren't going to be playing on May 25th because they'll be out of the playoffs by then. Is VIP worth it for Open Air Sacramento at the barn? Well, when I get VIP, I want to know, one, if it has dedicated restrooms, second, if it's easy to get a cocktail, and thirdly, if there's a place to sit, right? First, the restrooms. There are not dedicated restrooms for VIP. You're going to use the restrooms that are outside in general admission, right? The regular restrooms, and there's outhouses around the corner. Not a huge problem. There wasn't incredible lines. Secondly is getting cocktails. It was easy to get cocktails in the VIP area. Outside, they've got a couple areas that you can get cocktails. So that really wasn't a problem. And third, being able to sit down. That's the caveat here. Yes, you could sit down in VIP, as you see we did here at Bird at the Barn, but there's also plenty of places to sit outside in general admission. There are picnic tables everywhere at the barn. That's what makes this venue, unique. And finally, getting up to the stage. Yes, you can get up to the stage in VIP, just the left area of the stage. And it, Bird at the Barn, it got a little crowded. And I imagine more people will be here at Open Air. Or I think you'll still have a good time if you choose not to get VIP for this event, right? The staff at the barn, they do a wonderful job. There's great food, good drinks, great atmosphere. Everything's, I just can't wait. It's going to be a blast. So thanks for watching Sippy Cup Adventures, and I may do an updated video once the lineup is announced and if there's anything more to share, so be sure to subscribe. We'd be humbled by that. We appreciate you, and we'll see you May 25th at the barn for Open Air Sacramento.